took the place of the moon, right in front of the local saloon. One mysterious man stopped his horse. His sombrero was shining with gold, but his glance was sharp and cold. Fast like a snake, he reached the doors.
Greetings again from Mondello del Ladio. I'm here I've been here to test the Audace and the new Eldorado. And let me tell you, they are pretty cool motorcycles. This is for a slightly more grown-up Moto Guzzi public. People that might have grown up and experienced the original Eldorado from 1972 and 73, which then had an 850 air-cooled engine. Now the Eldorado has the 1400cc flagship engine of Moto Guzzi. And on the Eldorado, it works a little bit differently. It's Euro 4, the mufflers, so you haven't got as much sound, and it's a little bit tuned down in that area. But it's much more comfortable than the Audace, and it's still got footboards from California, and everything's done to make it as comfortable as possible. The seat height is also very low, and you sat with a sort of good support to your back. And this is the one, if you fancy something different than the California, this is also very good for a bit of touring. And as you can see on the tires, it's got white tire walls, So this is the most classic Moto Guzzi at the moment, with design hints back to the 70s. So what I can say is that it is very comfortable, quite civilized, but obviously stood at the lights, you can feel the 1400cc engine moving underneath you. And but as soon as you pass 2000 RPM, it all settles a bit, and it's very comfortable. And you got good acceleration, but it does prefer a few RPM more than 2000, which is no problem. It's got ABS, it's got cruise control, and it's got even traction control, which on these bikes they don't lean enough to have the best use of the traction control, but it's a safety feature, and it's good on a rainy day. But let's face it, very few people are going to take the Eldorado out on a rainy day, and get those beautiful white tire walls dirty. So this is kind of a feel-good model from Moto Guzzi, and I really like it. But for the city, I would choose the Audace, and also it's sort of more aggressive, more sort of involving ride. Well, the Eldorado is comfortable, laid back, and you can ride all day and probably not have a backache. So I'm giving thumbs up to both the new Moto Guzzi models, and hopefully we'll see something even more crazy next time from Moto Guzzi, but these are very classic and correct Moto Guzzi models. So ciao from Mondello, see you soon. And I'm stood here with a legend amongst motorcycle designers, Galuzzi, and this is his latest creation, the Eldorado. So how did you come up with the 2015 version of the historic Eldorado model?
Our job was easy. I mean, we had, good inspirations, from the past, Ambassador, the Eldorado, all the Californias, all the tradition of a brand like Moto Guzzi that has done any kind of bike. In this case, was a little bit more romantic in a sense, because we were inspired by even the pinstriping of the Eldorado, which was at that time a unique thing for an Italian bike. So in a sense was easy, but the main job was to bring this Eldorado concept into the future. So I think we have achieved a good mixture of both, the future with technology and a traditional look.
Okay, and I presume that it helps you to be based in America to produce a motorcycle like the Eldorado, design-wise?
Yes and no. We know that Eldorado was a very unique model that created the California tradition for the CHP in the police, for the Los Angeles. But again, it was a model that was based in the 50s, so there was a lot of Guzzi tradition to look for. The advantage we have working in California is that we work during the day for Italy, so in the next morning when they woke up, they got the job done, by ourselves from California.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you think it's possible for Moto Guzzi to realize the same success as in the 1970s with, as you said, the LAPD and everything? Do you think they would buy a Moto Guzzi again?
To tell you the truth, we went for the first time back into the police testing in the US I think it was 2 years ago. And it was a surprise for all the policemen, that were there testing the bikes. We went to Michigan, Lansing, they have the tests, for all the police, the administrations and things. And they were surprised, they couldn't, they rode, the California even harder than any other police bike they had, Harleys included and everything like that. So, yeah, it's just a matter, keep on trying and see, when is the first time and something realize that this is a better bike than everything else.
Mm. Yeah, so that's the Eldorado. What is the sort of design feature on this model that you like the best, or which did you have to work more on than other?
I think the flow of the lines, going from the tank all the way to the chrome, even the seat, having an ending in this kind of fender that goes into the shape of the headlight. When you see it riding on the street, it's just a very unique, just like the Eldorado used to have. So that's, I think, the main, what we were to achieve, this classic look that, is very, very good.
Mm. Yeah, so what do you prefer to design, a classic cruiser type bike or a sport bike like the Apriliaris V4?
As a designer, this is a dream, because you don't need to be, to me at least, it's important not to be closed in one category. Be able to get your hands in many different types of bikes, going from the Tuono, RSV4, Dacia, or whatever. That gives you the freedom to express yourself. So that's, I think I'm very lucky to do that. We are very lucky, to have both brands and be able to express, the best of both, both worlds.
Mm. Right. Let us talk a little bit about the Audace. Did I say it correctly?
Audace.
Everybody was stunned when he came, but when somebody asked for his name, he spits on the floor and says, "My name is Papito."